Hello everybody, this is Alan Lardery here, and it's time to talk about some pleasant stuff for once. Okay, I've been trying for a while now to get my hands on a QM mount interface for a Gemtech HVT QM suppressor. Gemtech has not been so cooperative, so I managed to get this one off a friend. Not my particular one that I wanted, but I appreciate everything y'all did to help me get this thing. And I'm still going to try to get the one that I wanted. But I've had this rifle for about 7 months. And this thing is built to run suppressors. And I've never got a chance to shoot my suppressor. Basically, it has been essentially worthless. So, here we go. I have the HVT-QM interface. Looks like it's made off of like a Phantom Yankee Hill flash suppressor. Not too crazy about it, but it's going to help me run this can because it's got an open bottom. I don't like any muzzle device with open bottom, especially with a 308, because you know what's going to happen when you're shooting prone. Dust cloud. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about the SCAR17. It is designed to run a suppressor. It has a switch that limits the gas, okay? Let's give a real quick gun person discussion here. Any gas-operated rifle with the name gas means the same pressure that sends that bullet down the tube. You know, you're talking about one little extruded rifle grain of propellant expands several thousand times its volume when it burns. A small amount of that is siphoned off, either through a direct or indirect impingement. Okay, and that goes to here, and that's what cycles the rifle. Now, when you add the element of the can or suppressor, it's kind of like a big muffler. It gives a little bit more resistance to exhausting gases. So actually what it does is it sends more gas back into the operating system, which can overgas your rifle. What I mean by overgas is when this thing's cycling, it's going to cause it to actually work a lot harder, and it's going to beat your rifle up pretty bad and wear it out prematurely. So they got a little switch right here on the gas block to limit that. We are going to shoot the rifle on regular mode, unsuppressed. We're going to talk about some shooting impressions on that. Then we're going to add the can with the wide open switch on, and then we're going to put the suppressor mode on, and we're going to talk about the difference here. So let's get right down to this. We will fire this rifle unsuppressed and see how it is. Okay, so let's go ahead. Don't want to really do that sort of thing, adding the can on there, because your hand's over this muzzle, and it could be bad. So, suppressor's on. It's set on wide open. We're going to add this thing on here and fire it and see what we got. Ugh. Okay, now, caused a little bit of a jam in there. It's working way too fast. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock the bolt back, clear out my jam. What it did was, it did not fully eject that spent case. So let's turn the gas down, flip the little switch right there, see if we still have the same problems. Look like I took care of it. Sound a little dirty, ready for a golf out.